Thank you for coming. All right. The sun is shining outside. Looks like the clouds are going away. We have a yoga flow class today. It's a 1 hour Vinyasa flow, and we'll focus on opening our heart chakra and working our solar plexus. So get ready to find some fire in the belly and get a little sweaty, but not too much. But we'll start in the seated position on the ground. So you can come to a crisscross or stretch your legs forward. You can even grab a block and place it under your sit bones to elevate the hips. And as always, we start with a little pranayama to begin with, to connect with our bodies. So go ahead and close the eyes and start by focusing on bringing the heart over the hips. Just stacking up the spine long, reaching the crown of the head up to the sky. Maybe bringing the hands on our lap. And starting by taking a few deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth at first. Just giving ourselves an opportunity to take deep breaths and maybe be loud as we exhale. Again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, relaxing your shoulders, and finding that connection with our yoga mat underneath our sitting bones. So as you continue to breathe on your own, take some time to check in with yourself, noticing how you're doing physically, emotionally, and mentally today. So maybe scanning the body, and noticing if anything stands out today. Again, deep inhale through the nose, and deep exhale all the way out, letting go of anything that's holding us back today. Letting go of any sense of judgment. And as we notice how we're doing today, we make a mental note of how we want to feel at the end of our practice today. So setting an intention of what we're seeking on our mat. So that as we flow, we can adjust our effort level, our energy level, maybe take a few extra breaths if we need to center. On the next inhale, go ahead and reach the hands up to the sky, opening the eyes, hello. And exhaling, bringing the hands behind the head. I like to support my head or my neck with my thumbs, reaching those elbows wide and up high to the sky. As you take a deep inhale, go ahead and open the chest, lifting the gaze and the chin up to the sky. Exhaling, tucking the chin to chest and bringing the elbows in toward the center of the body. Inhaling, growing taller, stacking up the spine, lifting the chest, finding a little back extension. Exhale, rounding in. One more time. Inhale, grow tall, lift the chest, open the front of the body. Exhale, tuck the chin, and bring the belly button in over the spine. Inhale, go ahead and stack up, growing a little bit taller. Elbows super wide, shoulders down. Exhale, let's find some lateral flexion, bringing that right elbow down toward the ground. Inhale, grow. Exhale to the left. Inhale, grow. Exhale, right. One more time to the left. Finding the extra room between our vertebrae. take a moment here, reset if you need to, grow a little taller, we twist to the right, and then to the left. So we're slowly moving the spine through every direction, every plane, as we warm up. One more time to the right, and to the left. Come back to the center, and go ahead and release. Of the shoulders. You're waking up. Go ahead and make your way to your hands and knees. We're going to face the clock, so facing that way. And go ahead and retrieve your blocks. So we're going to bring the blocks right under our hands, right under the shoulders, and knees right under the hips. We're going to go through a few cats and cows, but we're going to move a little higher up in the spine than usual. So pressing onto the blocks, go ahead and drop the belly down, lift the chest, lift the chin, find your cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin for cat. And again, big inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. And exhale for cat. One more, inhale, cow, opening the heart center. And exhale, cat. Hold it there just for a second. Go ahead and tuck the toes under and find a neutral spine. Still pressing into the block. I want you to think that you're wearing a tight corset or like one of those weightlifting belts. So we're going to move it from the thoracic spine up, keeping that core nice and engaged. So keeping the low back stable. Can we find that cow pose? Just moving from the thoracic spine. Exhale, find that cat. I like to think we're moving from the heart. So shifting the heart forward, and then back of the heart to the sky. One more inhale as you drop the heart and lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding. Come back to the center. Go ahead and remove the blocks, untucking the toes. You move the blocks to the side. Coming back onto the ground, reaching that right leg back long, reaching the left hand forward, finding the spinal balance, bringing the belly button in toward the spine, taking a deep breath, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the nose. Maybe making that sound in the back of our throat as we access our Ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that left elbow to the right knee, rounding through the spine. Think cat pose. Inhale, reach out. Exhale in. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. And release to the ground. Maybe take a flow between a cat and a cow just to get rid of any stiffness. And coming back to that tabletop. This time reaching the left heel back, right hand forward. Creating that tabletop position with our body. Inhale and exhale. Think of plugging that right shoulder blade back a little, creating more space between your right ear and your right arm. Big breath in. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, reach. Exhale, hand and knee to the ground. Bring the toes to touch, knees a little wider, and we'll send the hips back to find our child's pose. Taking a couple of breaths here, maybe rolling the wrists. Go ahead and walk your hands all the way to the right edge of the mat. Left hand over right. And as you you exhale deeply, allow the chest to drop toward the floor a little bit more. And walking the hands all the way to the other side. Right hand over left. Exhaling, melting into the ground. Breathing through the right side of our body. Go ahead and walk your hands back to center, reaching those hands far, far, lifting the elbows off the ground, maybe bringing the knees a little closer in, tucking the toes under, pressing into the hands and feet evenly, sending the hips up to the sky for a first down dog. Go ahead and pedal the heels, maybe even sway the hips if it feels good. Making sure to press into the hands, activating our shoulders so we're not dumping any weight. Inhale, rise on the tippy toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Gazing forward, bending the knees, walking forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway, hands to the shins or knees for halfway lift. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, reverse, leading with the chest, reaching all the way up to the sky. Exhale, soften the knees and find your first chair. Making sure we can see our toes. If we can't see our toes, come up just a little to protect your ankles and knees. And also tucking that tail slightly so we can have a nice flat back. Option to keep those hands at heart or reaching the hands forward, adding a lever, adding the extra challenge. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. One more, inhale, exhale. Inhale, root into the feet, sweep the arms up, growing taller, palms together, looking right where the thumbs meet. Exhale, soften the knees, hinging from the hips, diving down to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Stepping back, right foot, dropping the knee, untucking the toes, reaching the left hand up to the sky for an open twist. Step one shoulder over the other. Exhale, bring the hand back down to the ground. Step it back to your child's pose. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, shifting forward to a kneeling plank, starting small. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in as you make your way all the way to the floor for crocodile. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest for a baby cobra. Exhale, press away from the ground, come back to your child's pose. Inhale, tuck the toes under. Exhale, lift up, down dog. Go ahead and pedal it out. Bring both heels down to the ground. Big inhale, right heel up to the sky for three-legged dog. Rotating the toes up to the sky, stacking one side of the hip over the other. Open it up. Option to bend the knee, allowing the foot to dangle on our left side of the body while we keep the shoulders square to the mat. Inhale, reach the toes up to the sky. Exhale, dial the toes down. Big inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Tiger pose. Step it through. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Press it, lunge. Drop that tailbone, sink a little deeper in your right knee, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, hands to the ground, step it through, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, exhale, down. Inhale, reverse all the way up, exhale, chair. 2 breaths here. Again, our hands can reach forward, building more fire in the belly. Spreading the toes wide, setting up a really strong base for ourselves. One more breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, sweep it up. Grab that left wrist. We're going to go up and over, toe over the mirror, big lateral flexion, stretching the left side of the body. Inhale, grow tall. Grab the right wrist, going up and over the other way. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Stepping back the left foot this time. Dropping the knee, untucking the toes. Right hand to the sky. Opening toe in the mirror. Exhale, bring the hand down to the ground, step it back, child's pose. Inhale, shifting forward to a kneeling plank or full plank, up to you. Really pressing into the hands, spreading those shoulder blades wide. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, squeeze the elbows on the way down. Inhale to cobra or lifting up to up dog, lifting the thighs and the knees from the floor. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale, bring the left foot up to the sky for 3-legged dog. Exhale, rotate the hips, open up the hips. Option to bend the knee. Allowing the foot to dangle on the right side of the body. Inhale, reach the toes up to the sky. Square up the hips. Big exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, reach up to the sky, crescent lunge. Big breath. Exhale. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up to the sky, grow a little taller. Exhale, hands to the ground, step it through, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Exhale, chair. Staying here for 2 breaths. Inhale, sweep it up. Palms together, looking right where the thumbs meet, finding a slight back bend. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Stepping back, right foot. Keeping the knee lifted this time, reaching the hands up to the sky as we find our crescent lunge. Back heel is super lifted. Exhale, twist toward the window. So open twist, twisting toward the front leg. Yep. Trying our best to bring those shoulders over the hips. Keep thinking of reaching the head straight up to the sky. Y'all look beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Step it back to down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Back to down dog we go. Big inhale, lifting the left foot up to the sky for three-legged dog. We're gonna work on our core and our shoulder stability. Take a deep exhale, bring the knee to nose, shifting forward, almost to a plank for tiger pose. Inhale, foot to the sky. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee to the right elbow, using our obliques. Inhale to the sky. You got the very last one. Inhale, knee to nose. Gently release the knee down to the ground. Dropping the back heel, we're gonna open up to the mirror, opening the hips, coming to a supported side plank. Making sure that left knee is right under our hip. Inhale. Go ahead and come onto your fingertips on that left hand. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Really engaging our abs. If you're shaking, I'm shaking too. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's find a big lateral flex. Almost like a warrior, a reverse warrior. Inhale, both hands up to the sky for gate pose. Exhale, windmill the arms to the ground. Lift the back heel, square the hips to the front edge of the mat. Yep. Exhale, press into the hands, find your down dog. Rise on the tippy toes. Gaze forward. Bend the knees. Walk or hop to forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Keep looking up right where the thumbs meet. As you keep lifting the chest and lifting the abs, go ahead and release the hands, reaching the fingertips toward the back edges of the mat, as if you're staring at the sun outside. Opening the chest. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Stepping back, left foot. Knee stays lifted. Reach it up. Press and lunge. Exhale, twisting toward the front leg. Beautiful. Pressing the left heel toward the wall behind you. Maybe sinking a little deeper on that right knee. One more breath. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the ground. Step it back, down dog. Go ahead and take a full vinyasa, or you can rest in child if you need to. We'll meet back in down dog. Once you've made your way back to down dog, pressing evenly into the hands and feet, go ahead and reach that right foot up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger pose. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Reach up. Last time you got it. Inhale or exhale, knee to nose. Slowly release the knee. Lower the back heel. Open up to the window, squaring the hips to the long edge of the mat. Very good. Y'all ready for that ab workout? Here we go. Inhale, come up to your fingertips on the right hand. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more. Inhale. And down. Last one. Inhale. And down. Big inhale. Let's go up and over. hand up to the sky. Big side stretch. Inhale, both hands reach up to the sky, big pose. Shoulders relaxed. And windmill the hands to the front of the mat. Rotate the hips to face the short edge of the mat. Press into the hands. Step back, down dog. Inhale, right foot up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, reach both hands to the sky. Crescent lunge. One big breath here. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Step it through to forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Reverse all the way up. Bringing the hands behind the back this time, interlacing the fingers, squeezing the palms together, and lifting the chest and gaze to the sky for a standing camel. Option to pull the hands down toward the mat, really opening the chest, stretching the pecs, and opening our heart chakra. One more breath here, catch your breath. And gently release the fingertips. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands at heart center, close the eyes. Take one big breath in and out. One big clarifying breath in and out. And bring the hands by the sides to mountain pose. Take a sip of water because it got really hot in here. I saw Whitney bumping down the heat. Like, the heat kicked in. Yeah. All right. We got one more flow. Adding our warriors into our flow and just adding a few options for that side plank. And then we'll start seeing blue. All right, coming back to that mountain pose. Go ahead and start by shifting the weight onto your left leg. And take a deep inhale, sweeping the arms up to the sky, bringing that right knee up to the sky as well. Palms together if accessible to you. Coming to sword pose. Exhale, bring the hands at heart as you reach that right heel forward, extending the leg. And slowly you start to hinge from the hips as the foot comes back, shifting into a warrior three just for a hot second. Soften that bottom leg and reach back to your crescent lunge. Love it. Whoop. Exhale, twisting toward the window for that open twist. Very good. Shoulders over the hips. Fight the wobbles. One more breath here. Exhale, sweep both arms up to the sky, and then down to the ground. Step it back, down dog. Take 2 deep breaths here, working on that shoulder stability. Inhaling, shifting forward to our plank of choice. Spreading those shoulder blades wide, keeping the hips in line with our shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, coming down. Inhale up. Exhale back to our down dog. Starting on the left side this time, go ahead and reach that left heel to the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, dropping that back heel down and opening up to warrior two. Stacking the shoulders over the hips, sinking a little deeper. Reaching the hands far and wide and thinking of ripping that mat apart with our feet. Big exhale back to reverse warrior. Inhale forward to side angle. Exhale back, reverse. Inhale, side angle. Last time, exhaling back to that reverse warrior. Hold it there for just a breath. Reaching that left hand straight up to the sky. Go ahead and extend that left leg long as you keep reaching up. Exhale, start hinging from the hips, hinging forward, finding our Trikonasana, our triangle pose. Option to grab a block if we need it. Thinking about opening the hip, opening the chest, maybe gazing up to the sky. Bring those shoulder blades in closer together. One more breath here. Exhale, bend the front knee all the way back to your reverse. Windmill the hands to the front of the mat. Lifting the back heel. Exhale, step it back to your plank. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Back to down dog we go. Beautiful. Option here to find that supported side plank with the left foot or left knee on the ground. Or as we shift forward, coming to a plank and then opening to the right side of the room. One more breath. Bringing the right hand to the ground, square up the hips. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise on the tippy toes. Gaze forward. Bend the knees. Walk or hop to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse all the way up. And find that big back bend as you reach the hands up to the sky, pressing the thighs forward, squeezing the inner thighs. Come back to neutral. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Soften the knees. Go ahead and retrieve your blocks if they're close by. Otherwise, take a step or two. Finding the highest setting here. And finding a supported halfway lift. Stretching the hamstrings a little bit more. Maybe bending that right knee. Stretching deeper on your left side. Pressing into the ground with that right leg and bending the left knee. Pressing into the left foot, folding down, remove the blocks out of the way. Take a deep breath in, step back the left foot, finding that crescent lunge, reaching the hands up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the mirror this time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Step it back to high plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Back to down dog. 2 reps here. Inhale, reach the right foot up to the sky. Exhale. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Drop the back heel, windmill the arms all the way out to warrior two. Looking forward to the right fingers. Exhale back to reverse warrior. And inhale to your side angle. Exhale back. And inhale forward to that side angle. Exhale back to your reverse warrior. Hold it there, deep stretch. Reach that right leg long, extending the right leg in reverse triangle. And then hinging from the hips, finding our triangle pose. Take one more deep breath here. Exhale, bend the front knee. Exhale back, one less reverse warrior. Windmill the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Lift the back heel, step it back to down dog. Option to take a Vinyasa flow or a resting child. We'll meet back in child's pose. When you're ready, go ahead and tuck the toes under, send the hips up to the sky, finding your down dog. Shifting forward to a plank. And again, here you have the choice to find your supported plank or a side plank, opening up to the window. One more breath. Bringing the left hand back down to the ground. Shifting the hips up to the sky for your down dog. Rising on the tippy toes. Gazing forward. Bending the knees. Walk or hop to forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale down. Reverse all the way up. Bringing the hands at heart, closing the eyes, taking one deep, clarifying breath. Exhale fully. Start shifting the weight toward the right leg. Inhale, sweep the arms up as you bring that left knee up to the sky for sword pose. Inhale, hands at heart as you reach that left heel forward, extending the leg. Start hinging from the hips as you bring the leg back. Coming through our warrior three, softening that front knee and coming back to our crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands down to the ground. Step it back to down dog. And releasing the knees down to the ground. Feet come to touch. Knees come wide to a passive child's pose. Take 2 deep breaths here. Maybe rolling the wrists. Or maybe shaking the head no. Massaging the third eye on our yoga mat. Go ahead and gently walk the hands in toward the body, coming onto our hands and knees. Maybe shifting the weight side to side a little. And go ahead and retrieve your blocks. So we're going to grab our blocks and bring them close to our ankles on the high setting. Very good. Coming all the way up to our knees. Starting by engaging our abs, lifting up the abs, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the inner thighs, and thinking about pressing the thighs, not the hips, but the thighs forward, really creating a strong base. Bring the hands into fists on the low back. Take a deep breath in. Like we did at the beginning of class, we grow tall before finding an extension. Lifting the gaze of the chest, finding a baby back bend for camel pose here. Option to stay, or if we want, and it's within our practice, we can reach to our blocks, or even tuck the toes, reach for our heels. Wherever we are, we still press those thighs forward. And make sure that we tuck the chin slightly so it's easy and accessible to breathe and swallow our saliva. Take one more breath, opening the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin to chest. If you're reaching for the blocks or heels, bring the hands back to the low back. Use your abs to bring you forward. And let's find a cat pose as a counter stretch. Tucking the tail, tucking the chin. Maybe even wiggling the tail side to side if it feels good. Go ahead and release, untuck the toes, walking the hands in. We'll move the blocks out of the way. Keep the strap close by as we slowly make our way down to the floor. So we're gonna bring the feet forward, finding our sitting bones. And let's find one last forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding. Allowing the head and the chest to feel heavy. And slowly rolling back up, stacking the spine. Go ahead and bring your right knee into the chest, keeping that back nice and flat and perpendicular to the ground. If you have a round lower back, you can opt to step that right foot forward a little bit more, creating more space for our tummy, so we can stay nice and lifted. Take a big breath in, reaching the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, twisting, reaching the right hand toward the back of our mat. And option to bind. Again, here we want to think about growing tall instead of leaning or pressing toward that front leg. Option to stay or looking back toward the back shoulder. Slowly bring the chin forward and untwist, extending that leg. Other side, left knee in, grow tall. Right hand up to the sky, left hand back, twisting toward that front leg. Option to bind. And maybe gazing over the left shoulder. Bring the chin back to the front of the mat and untwist. Woohoo! Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your feet closer in, scoot yourself forward, and we'll make our way down to the ground. Coming onto our flat back. Go ahead and bring your knees into the chest. Hug the knees tight and rock side to side a little. Draw circles with your knees. Pressing the feet into the ground, the knees to the sky. Go ahead and walk your feet as close as possible to your glutes. Reaching the arms nice and long by our sides and by our hips. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, go ahead and tuck the tail, lift the hips, coming up to a bridge. Hold it here, engaging the inner thighs. Tucking the tail a little bit more, finding more room in the hip flexors. in and slowly releasing all the way back down. Maybe bringing the hand to heart, hand to belly, releasing the knees out, feet together for 2 big breaths. Slowly bring the feet back to the ground, knees to the sky. We'll go one more round of bridge pose. Same thing, pressing into the ground, spreading the toes wide, lifting the hips, coming to our bridge. Option here to stay where we are, or if it's within our practice, we can choose to bring the shoulders underneath our torso, maybe even linking the hands together. Go ahead and release the hands and walk the shoulders out. And slowly roll back down. Again, bringing the feet together and knees wide, hands to heart, hand to belly, 2 big breaths. Down, knees to the sky, less chest opener of our practice today. You can come back to whichever version of bridge you like, or if it's within your practice, we can come to a wheel pose. So whatever is within your practice, check in with yourself, and even if you need to stay down, that's totally fine. Wherever we are, slowly making our way back down, rolling through the spine. And last 2 clarifying breaths. One hand to the heart, one hand to the tummy. Go ahead and bring your knees in toward the chest. Hugging the knees tight, rocking side to side. We'll go ahead and grab our strap, placing our right foot into the strap and extending the left leg long, using the strap to guide us into a hamstring stretch. So gently guiding the leg closer to the chest. Reaching the toes to the shin and heel to the sky. Taking deep exhales as we settle in the stretch and feel more sensation in the body. Bring the strap in your right hand. Exhaling, opening out to the side. I like to keep my left hand on my left hip to keep the hips nice and squared and in check. Bring the foot back up to the sky. Placing the strap inside of our left hand. And as we cross the midline toward the left side, we stretch our ide bend. Inhale, come back to the center. And go ahead and trade. Bring the left foot in, right foot out. Starting by stretching that left hamstring, flexing the foot. Heel reaching to the sky. And try to relax your shoulders. I know sometimes we get in our neck here. the strap to your left hand, opening out, stretching our inner thigh. Keeping our hips squared. Bringing the foot back up to the sky. Creating the hand as we fold to the right. Stretching the IT band. Allowing our breath to become a little more shallow as our heart rate slows down. Coming back to the sky, go ahead and remove the strap. Bring the knee in toward the chest. So that left knee in toward the chest, hugging the knee tight. Go ahead and keep hugging the knee with your right arm, left arm out to the side. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale all the way out, and then twist over the right, bringing your left hip over the right, allowing the knee to just fall. Option to look over our left side, toward our left hand. Keeping those shoulder blades grounded. Slowly rolling back to center. We'll trade the knee, right knee into the chest, left leg long. Go ahead and hug your knee with your left hand or your left arm, right arm to the side, and then exhaling fully as we twist. Slowly coming back into the center. Go ahead and bring both feet to the ground, knees to the sky. We'll conclude with our last stretch for our reclining pigeon. So crossing the right ankle onto the left thigh. Grabbing that left hamstring or knee, bringing it closer to the chest. Allowing our tailbone to feel heavy as we stretch piriformis muscle, and we might feel also some stretch in the glute. Slowly uncross. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Left ankle onto the right thigh, grabbing that right hamstring or knee. Letting the hips feel heavy, the head and shoulders feel heavy. We start to find that connection with our mat, feeling heavy and connected from the back of our heads all the way down to the tailbone. Gently uncross, feet to the ground, knees to the sky. You can just sway the knees side to side a little. My friends, it's time for Shavasana, for our meditation. I invite you to take on any other pose you might need to let go of any leftover tension. And when you're ready, you can find a comfortable position for your meditation time. Maybe you can reach the legs long, or find a butterfly. And if we have any trouble breathing today, we can opt to lay on our side, or even come to a seated position. So wherever you are, go ahead and start by closing the eyes, relaxing the arms by the sides, maybe palms up to the sky, allowing our shoulder blades to feel more comfortable. And just like the beginning of practice, we'll focus back on the breath, Taking deep inhales and exhales. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Allowing our body to settle and melt into our yoga mat with every exhale. Focusing on the rising and lowering of our chest and the cool sensation as air comes in and out of our lungs. If you find that any thought or emotion come up in this moment, acknowledge them and let them go for just a few moments. Allow yourself just a few minutes here to simply exist and let go of your inner dialogue or the rest of the world. Go ahead and start by taking a deep breath in, a deep breath all the way out. And again, deep breath in and out. Slowly becoming aware of the space around us. And maybe starting to bring some movement back into the body. So as you maybe wiggle the toes and wiggle the fingers, go ahead and scan your body again, searching for any sign of leftover tension. And as you take a deep exhale, I want you to envision that tension leaving your body completely. And also noticing how we're doing right now in this moment compared to the beginning of our practice today. Hopefully you got a step or two closer to your intention. Maybe you reached that goal. And if you didn't, it's totally fine. That's why we call it a practice. So slowly bring the knees in toward the chest. One last time, hugging the knees tight, feeling the ground supporting you. And gently rolling onto a side of your choice. Maybe using the arm as a pillow. As we take two last breaths here. closed, go ahead and make your way up to a comfortable seated position. We'll gather with our hands at heart in sign of gratitude. And we'll conclude our practice today by taking 5 deep breaths on our own. Feeling thankful for the time we had today to practice. Feeling grateful for this safe space we can gather in. Feeling thankful for our bodies and for the way they served us today. Feeling thankful for everything we were able to achieve. Big things and especially the small things. We take one more inhale through the nose, and as we exhale, we bow down and say namaste.